What's up, guys? It's CMGreeninja here, and I'm here to give you my predictions on WWE, or should I say NXT Takeover Respect. Now, I think this is the best stuff that WWE's put out so far. Raw, SmackDown, they're nice, but NXT, that's on another level. And this will be this Wednesday, October 7th, on the WWE Network for only $9.99. Anyway, let's get started. The first match, I don't believe this will be the first match, but I'm just saying this is one of the matches on the card that we're going to go over, is Apollo Crews versus Tyler Breeze. Selfie time. I don't really like Tyler Breeze's character. I respect his ring work. His ring work is impeccable. He's great in the ring. I just don't like his gimmick. I'm getting tired of it. I don't know what they could do with him. Hopefully they do something with him, and he gets up to the main roster. But Tyler Breeze, good wrestler in the ring. I just don't like his gimmick. It just doesn't do anything to me. Apollo Crews, great newcomer. I really haven't seen anything he's done outside of NXT. I've heard great things, so hopefully he can, I saw his first match on NXT and he was freaking awesome. And he's had a few more after that and it's been good too. So we'll see how he goes. But I believe in this match, Apollo Crews will win just because they want to push him more than they want to push Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze hasn't won a big match in I don't know how many takeovers, NXT takeovers. I mean, it's been like every NXT takeover, he's been a jobber. And I don't think anything's changing this time. So, there it is. Anyway, let's move on to the next match, which is a Divas match. It is Asuka, I believe her name is. I don't want to mispronounce that, but I believe that's her name. Asuka. I believe that's her name. It's the newest NXT woman to wrestling, not divas. These divas, but she's a wrestler. I've heard great things. I haven't seen any. It's like Apollo Crews. I haven't seen any of her work, but I've heard great things, and I hope she does very well. All she's got to really work on is her English. Most international superstars like Asuka or any what is it? Hideo Itami, they gotta work on their English a little bit, but other than that, I believe they'll be fine. That's all they gotta do, work on that, and that'll come with time, so that's not anything big. And she's going against Dana Brooke, which I feel like NXT is gonna try to build her to the next Charlotte, like the powerhouse, but I think not right now. I think she's gonna lose to Asuka at Takeover Respect this Wednesday. That's just my opinion. I think that's what's gonna happen. It just makes sense. It's her first match in NXT. Why would you have her lose it? So there you go. That's my opinion. Now let's move on to the 4 matches that I'm really looking forward to on this NXT Takeover Respect on the WWE Network. Is the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic semifinals and final matches. You've got the NXT champion Finn Bálor versus Samoa Joe versus, what am I saying? Versus each other. I feel like that's going to happen in the future, but anyway, sorry about that. Excuse me. I said NXT champion Finn Bálor and Samoa Joe versus Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. And that's the first of 2 semifinal matches that night. And that match, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, they're great. They actually beat, at a house show, they beat the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Vaudevillains, in this tournament. So that's a good thing for them. But I don't think they're going to get past the NXT Champion Finn Bálor and Samoa Joe. I feel like Finn Bálor and Samoa Joe are going straight to the finals. And I'll talk about the finals in a second because we still have another semifinal match with Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Ready, willing, and Gable versus Rhyno and what's his name? Brian? No. What's his name? Something Corbin. What's his name? Baron Corbin. There you go. Baron Corbin and Rhyno versus Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. This match is probably the hardest one to choose on the night. I have no idea who would win this match because they would be facing the NXT World Champion Finn Bálor and Samoa Joe anyway. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, I feel like they're pushing them as a tag team and they need it. Baron Corbin and Rhyno, I feel, in my opinion, they've had a feud already. They fought each other. Oh man, I really don't know. This match could go either way. You could have Chad Gable and Jason Jordan win. You could have Baron Corbin and Rhyno win. But you could also have them lose and then they feud with each other, even though it's been done already. I don't know. That's not up to me. But if I had to put my money on somebody, I say Baron Corbin and Rhyno. That's my final. Baron Corbin and Rhyno versus the NXT champion Finn Bálor and Samoa Joe in the finals of the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic. That is gonna be freaking awesome if that is the last match. You could see either or team. It doesn't really matter who wins that match because they will be. I feel like both of those teams are gonna feud. The teammates are gonna feud with each other. Okay, so it doesn't matter who wins this. I feel like Samoa Joe and Finn Bálor would like winning this, but at the same time I would like them to lose so then they have a problem or they have like some kind of problem in the ring. They make a miscommunication and the other one hits the other one with like a kick or something goes wrong. And then at the end of the match, you know, they lost or whatever, they start to argue and then they start fighting each other. That's what I feel like is going to happen with Finn Bálor and Samoa Joe. I could see that with Rhyno and Baron Corbin. That could happen as well, but it doesn't really matter to me with that because we've already seen that fight and Baron Corbin beat Rhyno. Just if you didn't, spoiler if you didn't know. But it's like that's what I think. I think in my opinion, it doesn't matter who wins this. It's a great tournament for a great wrestler that we lost a few months ago. And I really don't know who you could say would win this tournament, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Baron Corbin and Rhyno win this tournament. That would make sense. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, don't get me wrong, I don't underestimate them. I think they're good, but are they good enough right now? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe they're good right now. I think they will be in the future. I think they will be in the future, but right now, I don't see it. But there you go. So you got those matches. And then the main event. Congratulations to the women's division in NXT. Because this is a long time coming. You guys are going to have a match, a main event match on an NXT pay-per-view-ish show. You are getting a main event, the last match on the night, and not only that, but it's a 30-minute Iron Man match. I loved Iron Man matches. Of course, when I used to watch them, they used to be an hour long. But, you know, they can't do that anymore. But, hey, it's great. I'm so happy. The women's division in NXT, and now moving on to the Raw roster, or the main roster, I should say, is looking very, very good. And let me get to who's in that match. And that's Bayley, the champion, versus Sasha Banks. This match is going to be freaking awesome. I hope there are multiple pinfalls, because the winner is decided by whoever has the most pinfalls or submissions on their opponent. Okay? So, and you got 30 minutes. 30 minutes for a whole match. That is going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait to see that. That match is going to be awesome. But we all know who's going to win this match just because of what's going on the main show. Sasha Banks is now pretty much mainly on Raw and SmackDown. So she is not coming back to NXT to hold the NXT Women's Championship. So I say Bayley is going to win this. It just makes sense. It doesn't make sense for Sasha Banks to win. It just makes Bayley a better champion and better to have somebody face her in the future. We don't know who it could be. There have been showing trailers of this Nia Jax or whatever, but they haven't said when she's coming. They say she's coming soon, but they don't say when. And the funny thing is that other the female competitor that's also competing tonight that I said about earlier, Asuka, she had like a trailer maybe 2 weeks, and she already came out. That was it. And Nia Jax has had trailers for the past 2 takeovers, the NXT takeovers, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I believe has been happening. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm very looking forward to the women's division in NXT. It's freaking awesome. They have a great women's division. And those people moving on to the main roster, that's just going to make WWE better. And I love how on Monday Night Raw and Thursday Night SmackDown, they've been having a lot of 2 diva matches in the night, excluding the Bellas. Of course, I hate the Bellas, but that's beside the point. But there you go. You got NXT Takeover Respect. And you gotta respect every single person on this card and in that locker room, because they are landing the groundwork for what happens when they go to the main show. Because that's where they're gonna be going sooner rather than later. That's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, this is CMGreeninja here. And I'd like to say, please press that like button, or scold that like button. If anybody gets that reference, put it down in the description. Subscribe, and thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy your day. Peace out.